Hey guys, A Plus Cubing here, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. First, we need to understand the cube and its moves. The center pieces will always stay the same no matter how you move it. The opposite of white is yellow, the opposite of orange is red, and the opposite of green is blue. You're not going to use this now, but understanding the colors will be better in the future. Now we will get into the moves. R, R prime, L, L prime, U, U prime, D, D prime, F, F prime, B, B prime. There will be some moves that I will be performing that will not have a name because then it would be too complicated. If you don't understand the moves, just keep practicing until you recognize what each move is. Now that we understand the moves and all the pieces, let's get started. The first step is to make a daisy. To make one, we need to put all the white edge pieces around the yellow center. And make sure the yellow center is on the top when making the daisy. Now we take the other colors on the white edge pieces and we match them with the center pieces by moving the bottom two layers. And once we match them up one at a time, we do an F2 to make the cross. Once we have created the white cross, you want to put it on the top and start to insert the corners. To insert them, the corners need to be in the bottom row, so we'll look until we find one. And when we find one, we will match the side of the corner piece to the center by moving the bottom layer. Once it is matched up, the white corner piece should be facing you, and it will be either on the left or the right of the cube. If on the left side, to insert the corner piece, do a D, L, D prime, and L prime. And if it is on the right side, to insert, then do a D prime, R prime, D, and then an R. Sometimes white pieces will be in the top layer of the cube or at the bottom of the cube. If it's on the bottom, you want to move that piece to an open slot. So you notice that there's an open slot right here. There's no white piece in here. And you want to turn the cube so that the white piece right there is facing away from you. Depending if it's on the left or right, you're going to have to do different algorithms. If on the left, you want to do an L prime, D, L, and that will get it out. If on the right side, do an R, D prime, R prime. If on the top layer, depending if it's on the left or the right, you're going to have to do different algorithms. Since this white piece is facing to the right, you want to hold it like this so it's facing to the right, and you want to do an R prime, D prime, R. That will get it out. White piece is facing to the left, you want to do an L, D, L prime. You want to keep inserting all the white pieces until the white side is solved and there is at least a T on every side. Now we want to turn the cube so that the white is on the bottom. And now we look at the top of the cube at all the four edge pieces and see which one does not have yellow. And we notice that these two do not have yellow. Let's just choose this one. Now what we want to do, the color that's facing us right now needs to match with its centerpiece. And this is green and this is blue, so that's obviously not correct. So now it's correct. I move the bottom two layers to adjust. Now we have a giant upside down T. Now what you want to do, turn the white side facing away from you. And now we look at this piece that's facing us right now, the color, and we see if it goes to the left or to the right. And to see that, and we have to look at the center pieces. We know that red goes to the right. We can see it right there. If the edge piece goes to the right, you want to do a face prime, D, R prime, move this middle layer to the right, do an R, And now we have a P and an L. What we want to do, move that side up so that we have everything solved except this one missing white edge piece, which is right here. And we want to move it to the side, move this middle layer down, move it back into there, and then move the middle layer up. And now you just correctly inserted an edge piece. If the edge piece goes to the left, you want to do a face, D prime, L, and move this middle layer to the left, do an L prime to move it up. Now we notice we have an L and a P. This time it's inverted, so what you want to do, move this side so that everything is solved except this one missing white edge piece. Remember, move this to the side, move this middle layer down, move it back, move this middle layer up. And that's how to insert an edge piece that goes to the left. Sometimes when solving, you notice that all these edge pieces all have yellow. And you notice that the correct edge piece is right here, but it's not inserted correctly. So to get it out, you want to find any edge piece, and then since it's to the left, you want to get it out and then place it in correctly. Just do the algorithm as if you were inserting this piece to the left. And now it's successfully out, and you can insert it. It goes to the right. That is how you do it. Just keep repeating this process until you have all the white side solved and the first two layers solved. And now we're going to move on to solving the yellow side. There's going to be a lot of outcomes for the last layer, so I'm just going to show you all of them. See, we either want a horizontal line in the middle layer, a bell, a fish, or a cross. Now this one is we don't have any. So what we're going to do, we're going to repeat this algorithm until we get one of those. Face, U, R, U prime, R prime, face prime. We kept repeating that until we got a horizontal line in this case. So we wanted to put the horizontal line, obviously horizontal, and in the middle layer. So what we want to do a face, R, U, R prime, U prime, face prime. And that will set up one of the cases. On the side, you're going to notice that you're going to have to use the same algorithm a lot of times. Now, this outcome is the bell, and you want to make sure that this single edge piece is facing you, so it's like this, and you just want to repeat this, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, and then R prime. Two corner pieces on this side and the opposite side, or where you have just these two corner pieces and then these two alone facing outwards. And this one, you want to have this yellow corner piece on the left, and you want to repeat this algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now this bell outcome is when you have the bell and you have these two facing you. And make sure the bell's oriented like this. You want to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Fishy case, you always want to face the fish in the bottom left hand corner like this. And you want to repeat this algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And you might get the fish again and just repeat that algorithm until you solve the side. This cross outcome is when you have these two corner pieces facing you and the other two facing backwards. So what you want to do, you want to face it like this, and you can do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. This outcome is really weird, and I can't really explain it, but you want to make sure this corner piece is on the left and it's facing you, and you want to do an R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And that will set up the fishy case. Notice you'll be doing a lot of this algorithm, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And you're going to have to be repeating a lot of these cases, like this cross will set up this weird design, and then this weird design will set up the fish. So you just have to memorize all these outcomes and do the algorithms accordingly. The last step to solving a Rubik's Cube is called PLL. And what we have to do, first we have to find the most solved side. So we might have to adjust it by moving this top layer. And we notice that this is the most solved side, but we also notice that we have this. These two corner pieces right here, that is technically the most solved side. But if you do have a fully solved side, then that works even better, but you want to try and aim for this. And if you have one of those, that's good, but if you don't, it's okay. You can still use one of these, and make sure you adjust it. And if you have none, it's okay. But I have this, match it up, then I face it away from me and repeat this algorithm. R prime, face, R prime, B2, R, face prime, R prime, B2, R2. And you're just going to want to have to keep repeating that until you have one side solved, and you just have these that you have to switch. So it's in the shape of a U. So let's try that one more time. So we have none with just the corner pieces. So we notice that this one's fully solved, and this one too, so it doesn't really matter which one you choose. But so we're gonna face it away from us, and we're gonna do R prime, face, R prime, B2, R, face prime, R prime, B2, R2. And we notice that we don't have any of the corners solved yet, except for this. We have one solved side, but for it to be where we want, it has to be one side solved, all these corner pieces solved. So small side solved. So we repeat it again, make sure it's facing away from us. And now we finally have one side solved, and these right here. Now we're going to learn two algorithms, and basically it's when we have to switch these three, but it's in which direction. So this is anti-clockwise, because we notice that the green's supposed to be here, orange supposed to be over here, red's supposed to be over here. So it goes like this, anti-clockwise. And the algorithm for this is R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. Final algorithm is when the pieces go clockwise, so it goes like this. And it's when green, goes here, and then red goes here, and then orange goes here. So it goes like this. We're just switching like this. And the algorithm for this is R2, U, R, U, R prime, U, prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. And that will solve the cube. Might get an outcome like this, where all these are switched. And honestly, for this, you can just hold it by any angle, and then just like hold it by any angle, and then just do either clockwise and anti-clockwise. Algorithm doesn't really matter. I like holding it like this, where I know these two are switched, so I could do clockwise or anti-clockwise. So I'm gonna just do anti-clockwise. And then the solve side over here, and then finally finish off the anti-clockwise. I'm going to do an example solve for you guys. So we've got to make a daisy, bring all the edge pieces up. So we made a daisy, match the centers by moving the bottom layer. Now we have the white cross here, and we're going to insert these pieces like this. Since on the bottom row, match up the green center with this green. And then since on the left, move like this. And now we have this one. Match it with orange. It goes like this. Now we have this piece over here. Bring it up. Insert it. Now we have white solved, then we have the T every side. Now we look for edge piece on the top layer with no yellow. And then we match up the centers like this. Face white away from us. Goes to the right, so it goes face prime, D, R prime, move the middle to the right, R, and then make the L match with the P, bring it down, find another one, it goes to the left, so it goes like this. And now they all have yellow, so I can just get this one out from here. Since it's on the left, I can just insert here, insert this one here, so I can get this one out. Finally, I have this one out. Now this one goes to the right. This one goes to the left. And now we have the first two layers solved. Now it's OLL, and we don't have solid bars, so we just repeat this algorithm. Still don't have it. We have the cross. I want it to be like this. Now we have the bell. Fishy. Do it again, and now we have the one. We just got to skip. We have this one side solved, and then we have to switch these to anti-clockwise. It's anti-clockwise because it goes like this. And that is how you solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I hope this video has helped you, start cubing, and hopefully you guys can go on to start cubing professionally and, really start improving. And so I'll see you guys in the next one.